I tell you I was one and done, I was good. Like, hey YouTube, welcome to my channel. My name is Ari, and today we're gonna talk about how I found out I was pregnant for the second time. It was a lot different from my first pregnancy. So yeah, we're just gonna get into it. So disclaimer, I took a test, end of story, that's it. Now I'm just playing with y'all. So I think I'm just gonna go into the different symptoms that I had, and basically I don't even know how to explain it, because let's just get into it. First off, I want to say that I was on birth control, so therefore I did not think at all that I was even pregnant, not even the slightest. I'm gonna explain what type of birth control I was on. So I was on the patches, which is called Exulane, if I'm saying it right. So I was on those for a while, and I liked them. Every birth control has its ups and downs, so not really gonna get into all that. I will say though, whenever I did move, they switched me to the generic brand. And when they did that was when I was just experiencing a lot of allergic reactions to it. It was turning my skin like purple and red in the site where you would put your patch. It was just like really irritated, and it took a while for me to be able to switch, but I had to endure it because, you know, I didn't want to get pregnant, of course. So yeah, the generic brand, if anybody's on those patches, is called Zafemy, I think. If they ever switch out to Zafemy, tell them that no, I am on Exulane, which is the common brand. Do not switch me, because like, if y'all go look at the reviews for the generic brand, all of them are horrible, and I agree to every last horrible review there is. There's nothing positive about those generic brands. That being said, my period, okay, so if anybody knows how the patches work, you have 3 weeks on with the patch, and then the 4th week is your off week, which is the week your period is supposed to come on. Mind you, I was having breakthrough bleeding on the weeks that I wasn't supposed to be bleeding, which is your patch on week. So whenever I was having a breakthrough bleeding, I just left the patch on for the 4th week that it was supposed to be off, actually for the real period, because I didn't already bleed, and I'm not trying to be bleeding the whole month. So technically I wasn't really like calculating or keeping up with my periods, because it was like kind of irregular at that point. But I do remember that I think my last period was around October, which was my birthday. I think it was the beginning of the month, because I don't remember it being on from my birthday. So I think it was like the earlier part of that month that I kind of remember having my last period. Honestly, that's so far back, I really don't remember, but I do think it was October. So with that being said, these next symptoms I'm about to explain to y'all that I had a reasoning behind each one of them, because like I said, being pregnant never crossed my mind. It wasn't even a thought, it wasn't even a possibility of why I was feeling the way I was feeling. So I would just say next, like whenever I would go to work out with my friend, because we was working out pretty consistently, we fell off a little bit, but the last time we went, I don't know, like I said, we fell off. So it's been a while, but when we went to work out, I could not keep up. I was just so out of breath, and I was walking on the treadmill, wasn't even going that fast, and I was just constantly breathing. Like, I had water with me, so I'm like just drinking water, and I'm just like, girl, I'm just so out of breath. And then we went to lift weights. Couldn't really, I mean, I could lift the weights, but it was just, I was still out of breath, and I just could not figure out, like, I mean, I wasn't that out of shape or that I mean, it was a while since we last went, but it wasn't like to the point where I felt like, oh my God, like, this is so crazy. I'm so out of breath. It was just crazy to me. And then I was noticing too, not only just working out, but like, so I stay in an apartment complex and I stay on the 2nd floor. So I would notice every time I would go up the stairs, I was out of breath. Every time I would go down the stairs, I was out of breath. And it wasn't like I was running or walking fast. I was doing a normal, how you walk up the stairs pace. And I was just always, excuse me, I was always going every time. Everybody be looking at me so crazy. Whenever I come in the house, they like, did you just run or something? I was like, no, I'm just was walking up the stairs. Like, I don't know why I'm so out of breath. That was another thing that was going on. And then next, what was going on with me was I was having nausea, and I was having an upset stomach too. Granted, at the time we were eating out a lot. I don't really eat a lot of fast food, but we were eating out a lot. So I just thought that my body was just like, girl, y'all need to, you know, eat more cleaner, eat more healthier, you know, because your body not, you know, accepting this right now. So, you know, every morning, or I can't even remember how long I was feeling nauseous, maybe a week, I don't know. But like my friend, my roommate, she has Tums in her room. So every morning I'll go to her room and I'm like, girl, I feel so bad. I was like, you got some Tums? And she would be like, yeah, they right there. So every morning I'll be saying the same thing, like, I need some Tums, and I'll just go grab some, because I just didn't know. Because, you know, I was Googling my symptoms and I was thinking like maybe it was COVID, because I had never caught COVID. So I was like, maybe this is COVID in this new form. I don't know. I was like, I just did not know why. I was just, you know, feeling the way I was feeling. So the last morning of the day that I found out I was pregnant, I went into her room and I was like, girl, like, I just feel so bad. And I was like, I don't know, I gotta, like, my stomach been hurting, been using the bathroom, like, you know, feeling nauseous. And I'm like, I don't know what it is. I was like, I don't know what to eat. I was like, whatever I eat just not sitting well with me, just not making me feel good. And she suggested that I take a pregnancy test. And I was like, no, what for? I was just like, you know, like I said, I was on birth control, so that wasn't even a thought in my mind to even consider that. I was like, for what? Like, no. Like, I really wasn't like even trying to take no test, like not even being on no denial type stuff, but it was just like, nah, like, I really don't want to take no tests. And then she was like, it's not gonna hurt anything. She was like, just to, you know, ease your mind or whatever. Which, like I said, easing my mind had nothing to do with me taking a test. But I was just like, okay, for the sake of it, for the fun of it, I'll go take one. Even though I really didn't want to, because, you know, when you be playing with that, not necessarily playing with it, but, you know, in my head, it's like, if you anticipate on something like that, something could possibly happen. So that's what I was thinking in my head. So anyway, I went to go pee on the stick, and y'all, when I tell y'all, those lines was instant. Like, I didn't have to wait the 3 minutes. It was like, like my mouth dropped. I was just like so shocked, and I was just like, I cannot believe that I'm pregnant, because that wasn't even a thought in my head. Like, y'all, when I tell y'all I was one and done, I was good. Like, I don't need no more. I'm fine with my one and only. Y'all, I left the test in her bathroom. I walked out her room. I came straight to my room, walked in my bathroom. I stripped butt naked, and I just got in the shower, and I was boo-hooing. I was like, I was just boo-hooing. And she came in the bathroom, and she was like, are you okay? And I just was bawling. I just didn't know how to process it. I was just like, how could this happen? And it was just like, y'all, it was crazy. So I think, I don't even know how long it took for me to call the OBGYN. So I called them, and I was like, I want to make an appointment. I think they had an appointment for the following week, but I think I had something to do. So I think it took me 2 weeks to actually get in. Then when I get in, You know, they estimated me for like 8 weeks at the time. I took the ultrasound like maybe a couple days later, and they was like, oh no, you're 10 weeks. And I was like, what, 10 weeks? So actually I was further along than what I anticipated or what I thought. Basically, that's pretty much it, how I found out I was pregnant. So yeah, that's the story. You know, y'all could say I was in denial, but I really had a reason why I felt the way I did. But yeah, anyways, thank y'all for listening. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with another one.